Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again in the same energy as I was this rising. I feel like that message is uploaded already onto YouTube. But as I was sitting here, I was about to clear the table because I said I wanted to come in again with a fresh energy. I knew I was going to be just doing behavior readings today because I was meant to be doing gardening, but the weather right now is not too gardening friendly. So I'm in this energy anyway, nevertheless, and I'm just looking at the cards whilst my kids are around getting ready, for the day. And I'm going to start off, like, for example, this chameleon is what drew me back in. There's always an energy that draws me back into the reading to do part 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. But what I was hearing was this chameleon, for me, you're pissing me off. I gotta tell you off. And that's exactly how I heard it. Then I started channeling the cards that were kind of highlighted, illuminating to me in regards to the energies now that I'm being drawn into, because I can feel I've been drawn into an energy. So I wrote here, Queen of Cups is using manipulation in regards to a culture's spiritual difference. How are you going to fool a teacher when you couldn't even fool the student? The truth's out. And then I was tapping into the chronics. We I do behind curtain. It's been playing in my head for days now, days, weeks even possibly. It says the energy is moving fast. As I pre-shuffle, I felt the energy getting aggressive. Deja vu kind of an energy. Had certain flashes, images, nothing clear enough for me to comment on, but nevertheless, it's a lot of memories is what I'm picking up on. Looking back, but to say you see, almost like an energy to say I see you later, like someone's looking back in the past with all these memories, but they're not holding on to these memories. I don't feel like these are memories that you're holding on to. I feel like you're releasing the past and you're letting it go. Is the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. So some may wonder why, or ask you why you're behaving in this manner, but order had to be set. A closer look had to be looked into. And for me, going back to the beginning of this reading, some kind of childhood trauma, some kind of abuse. The card, which were one of them that I was drawn to, said someone needs to be arrested, or worse. From I was never a soul but always a child deck. Was never a soul but always a child. Somebody was never a soul. They just possessed this energy. You understand? Picking up on another energy, because this for me is attached to the chameleon energy, because the name of this deck, and for some reason I felt compelled to say it's actually was never a child but always a soul. But something's a little bit twisted here. I feel like someone, and I'm picking up the energy of cloaked, somebody's trying to make you appear to be something that you're not. And then I'm going back to the image that I had earlier of the hedgehog, porcupine, skunk. Going back to yesterday's reading where to others you appear to be a villain because of the things that's being said against you and the way you may have appeared to look to others. Manipulation is being projected towards you. Cloaked. Fears. Power of the tarot. The indifference between spirituality. That's additional. I hadn't written all of that down. But what I've got here, it says the power of the tarot. I feel these are siblings. So when I talk about these are siblings, this is the son of Wands and this is the daughter of Wands. And if I remember correctly, the feminine energy is the dark energy and the masculine energy is the light energy, suppressions of emotions, and this energy is of illumination. Sun energy, masculine energy, feminine energy, but this is the sun in the feminine energy, in that compressed some or suppressed emotional energy, and this is a feminine energy with a masculine energy, and there's growth. Even with all the darkness, there's growth. But I go in and I kind of explain more of what I was picking up. This wand that this Son of Wands is holding is suppressed energy. It's like it has outbursts of illumination, and then it comes back into self again. I'm noticing the colors. So there's some kind of relation I'm picking up, or this is this is one energy, masculine and feminine, but I'm strongly picking up on this is two separate energies going through the same thing on opposite sides of the scales, if that makes sense. And then I see the Father's energy. This Father's coming to illuminate something, but it's going to be done in such a... It says, fun and joke aside, a serious communication is needing to be had. I'm hearing aggression. I'm hearing in defense of. But I have written something about this down, so I'm just going to continue writing, because I'm still getting messages. So it says, the power of the tarot. I feel this is how these siblings, like-minded friends, this can be soul groups, are seeing. Spirituality is being used against them. As if... So I can't read my own handwriting here, so I'm just going to continue. So someone's spirituality is being used against them. Power of the tarot. As if someone's trying to say that you're seeking all of the wrong answers in all of the wrong places, because this is the card that came through. Looking in all the wrong places. Trying to get to the bottom of some childhood traumas. Realizing everything happens for a reason. And for some reason, the number 4 is highlighted to me here. How you should have or could have been affected. You're not, to their surprise. You found the silver lining. I feel truth has or will come out in some kind of diary, book, movie. But through your truth. I don't know what this is at this point is when I picked up on the energy of this twin-like energy. Now this can be actual twins, or this can be the definition of the twin flame, because they say a twin flame doesn't always have to be a romantic connection. It goes deep. It goes deeper than that. So I'm picking up that kind of an energy here. It says feminine and masculine energy in opposite vessels. Although we possess both, but one is more dominant. I noticed the feminine daughter energy has the wand of the father, the same color. So this father energy is holding the same color wand as the daughter of wands. Same passion, fire in the belly. The sun has inner knowledge of illuminations through dark Paro valley of the shadow of death. Sets them free. It's like there's no way past. Goes back into the dark. But then the father I feel is the advocate in this situation. I'm picking up this is a strong communication. Lightning, I'm hearing. Breaking of the silence. Breaking of the chains. Breaking of whatever curse I feel like is being set over by these chameleon energies. Queen of Cups energies. And as I say the Queen of Cups, I've just noticed the butterflies, or there's one of each color, pink and blue. Pink and blue. And I pick up the energy of masculine, feminine, masculine and feminine. So anyway, growth, fertility coming from the daughter of wands. Even though this daughter of wands is surrounded by so much darkness, I'm looking at the energies of both cards here. And this daughter of wands, there's still blooming coming from this daughter of wands. There's still roving going around this daughter of wands inwardly, even with all this darkness that's going around. And this color, all of this color that's within this card, this dark card, it's within the illuminations that comes from this sun of wands. The other side of the coin, I'm hearing. The other side of the flame. In this world, but not of it. Through process, thought process different. Healing process to those around me different. Yet there's lessons to be learned in all things. Pick sense out of nonsense. And as my dad would say, and my son's dad would say, and carry on. Because that's all you can do. Because the manipulation in regards to the energies that I'm picking up in this reading is deep. It's very deep. But someone's found the silver lining in this. Someone's found a way to release themselves. The card here says, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. This card in the previous reading came out in the obstacle position. But this is a forward movement energy, because the activation card that came through is Cyrus Star Blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, and push through. So whatever this darkness is that you've been surrounded by, and that this Sun of Wands has been trapped in, I feel like that's going to be broken. You're being broken free from that energy. And I feel like somewhere along the line, Paro is being the middleman, the grey area that's bring forth the hidden truth that you was unaware of. The fact that you was different, and your silence, and you was, they tried to silence you. They tried to silence your high priestess energy within, the realizations of who you are. I'm hearing they targeted the first and they forgot about the last. Very much drawn to this star card. This was the overall energy of the reading. And when I was in my season 9 readings that I was doing throughout my both channels, I believe season 9 came through on this channel, but I put it in a compressed folder because what came through, that middleman grey area, is that real. I felt the energy of being in a frenzy, being in a panic, being in that Paro energy. But the information that was coming through was so much truth. It was overwhelming. And I don't feel like it would have been fair to just leave that out there in that energy that I was actually feeling. And I was actually projecting through the readings. So I only said, for those who ever resonated with the energies of those readings, discernment, you know? So when I'm drawn to the star above the head here, and the energy difference of the star that came through in season 9. There's the star. And this is what I will call the karmic energy within the 12 tribe energy that I picked up on card number 21, the 12 dancing princesses. Some stayed together and endured and persevered, and some went off and took the easy route. I feel like this is this energy of 2, kind of an energy. Went off and decided to go in a more lower frequency, where these energies, I feel like, is the moving on. This is childhood energy. This is now energy. So I always said to myself, I will leave these cards on display because anyone within these energies I resonate with, and that's who I feel like are my few that are going to be drawn to my channel. And I was guided with that message from the very beginning of me beginning tarot. I was only going to be heard by the few and not the many. So now I feel to take these down. And in replace of that, I feel like this is the card that's going to be left up until guided otherwise. So that's a long intro. That's like 14 minutes. I might make it separate.